Youth development initiatives play a role in producing competitive junior teams.
Dumelang. Now, the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, has won its appeal against an interim order issued by the Franciscan High Court Judge, which instructed the IEC to allow the Umbrella for Democratic Change to observe the general election voter registration exercise. The judgment was made by a bench of judges of the High Court of Appeal, being Judge President Dr. Teboho Tau, Re Teboho Maruping, Meme Sikharekwe, Re Singh Walia, and Re Isaac Lesetedi.
The Independent Electoral Commission, dissatisfied with the interim order of Judge Kgaola Peloi, noted an appeal with this court on the 20th November 2023 and subsequently filed an application for an expedited hearing of the appeal. The Court of Appeal subsequently stayed the judgment pending the determination of the expedited appeal. When delivering the judgment, Court of Appeal President Judge Teboho Tau said the Umbrella for Democratic Change has not shown that the Independent Electoral Commission has infringed or failed to comply with any provisions of the Electoral Act. She says Judge Ketlogetso's interim order also puts in place a registration which infringes the rights of voters and will be compelled to share their personal information directly with the political party without legislative sanctions. On other factors, the full bench also indicated that there's a possibility that the registration process may be challenged if it is determined by the main application that the UDC had no right to observe and monitor voter registration. They say such a challenge will potentially derail the timeless delivery of the upcoming electoral cycle, creating national crisis.
Based on the conclusions reached above, the IEC has proved that the Korakwo erred in the decision it reached. It is on that basis that the order of the Korakwo issued on the 10th November 2023 is liable to be quashed and set aside. The appeal is upheld with costs, including costs of 2 counsel. The order of the High Court issued on the 10th November 2023 be and is hereby set aside and is replaced with an order discharging the rule 9-SI issued on the 31st October 2023 with costs including costs of 2 counsel.
Based on the conclusions reached, the bench ordered that the High Court order issued on the 10th of November 2023 is liable to be quashed and set aside. Thamage, BTV News, Gaborone.
BOTSWANA Taxi Association has collaborated with the Molapolole South Constituency Office to take a stand against gender-based violence. Officiating at the first ever office-sponsored walk, which was aimed at sensitizing the public to fight against social ills in Molapolole, the Member of Parliament for Molapolole South, Mr. Kabo Moraing, encouraged the public to stand firm against social decay. Jessica.
Molapolole village this year has had to grapple with different social ills such as murder and rising cases of missing persons, with the BOTSWANA Taxi Association also losing 2 members who were both murdered. This therefore motivated the association to join hands with the Molapolole South Constituency Office on a campaign against social ills in the village. And this sponsored walk was the first activity of this collaboration.
Miliditsi tiragalo tse di diragala yana ka gore gapela matshelo gore gapela dikoloi go kitikiwa ka rona dikgang tse tona le kgosi le botsadi jo bo hajo di re phatola pelo
re tshwanetse ba rotlhe re tshwaragane re dirisanye go boloka motse wa rona le batho ba ga rona re tshwanetse re bue phatlalatsa gore dilo tse ke matlhabisa ditlhong batho beso go sa kgathalesege gore motho ke ohe a ke ngwana a ke mogolo motho ga a bolawe motho ga a dire dipheko.
The participation of different stakeholders is seen as an indication that the community is pushing to turn things around and restore peace in the village.
Ke gone yana go batlang gore re rapele BOTSWANA beso tse tlhere di rolele go gorara gore jaanong rona re le batho mapodisi ba lekile
go a le bosega gore tiro ya gompieko e be teletswe ke lona ba BOTSWANA Taxi Association. You are a critical stakeholder. Re tshwanetse re berekele lona very closely. Me ke kope ba gaetso ke re teng re hang information.
Mr. Morain says the sponsored walk will now become a common feature in village's calendar of events, especially over public holidays, to address different issues including road safety.
Ke le mo parlamente ba kgaolo a Molepolle Borwa ke dirisanya le lona ngwaga le ngwaga ka December re tla nna le mogwanto a mohutao
ra iso December ke kgwedi e leng gore mongwe le mongwe wa ba batla go tsamaya ke kgwedi e go nna le mosuke mo tseleng yana re kopa hela la ntlhantlhaela gore ha wa emella o ya mosepele tlhomamisa gore sekolo ya gago e road wave.
The public has been urged to work with authorities in fighting crime and desist from instances of mob justice. Jessica Pilane, BTV News, Molepolole.
And still in Molepolole, the area member of parliament for Molepolole North, Rewabile Rhueng, has urged Christians to be continually in touch with their spirituality for guidance during challenging times for humanity. Rhueng was speaking at a Thanksgiving ceremony held by St. Paul Anglican Church in Molepolole.
Every year on the month of December, churches assemble in their various congregations to give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for the blessings that He bestowed upon them throughout the year as believers. According to Pastor Botshabelo Belime of Molepolole St. Paul's Anglican Church, he said blessings are from the Lord. As such, it is imperative to carry out Thanksgiving services to thank Him more especially for the gift of life, which is significant and valuable.
ba bonye mphoe ya botshelo nako ya ba santse ba le teng lesola bone le tlileng ga la tla le ba ikhala go selehela ba ne ba le mo botshelong
e le thulaganyo ya kereke yone gore ne re mo ngwageng go nna le letsatsi le le ntsenya le re la amogelang le la thobo le leng gore re tlabe re bala masego a rona rotlhe a ra hilweng ke modimo.
However, Molepolole village has been experiencing social ills such as murder and rising cases of missing people, and this compelled the area member of parliament, Mr. Rhueng, to plead with all churches to pray so as to bring an end to the horrendous acts of trampling upon others' human rights.
gore o ka re ka tswella re le mo ledulo le le ntseng ja mme re ka le kgona hela ka lona kereke re ka le kgona hela ka lona barapedi ke le kope gore a re tshwareng ka thata badumedi.
Mr. Rhueng encouraged the newly ordained pastors to keep on holding onto their faith and also to help those who are still in the dark to find the path of God. Lizzie Glass, BTV News, Molepolole.
DBS Group, the world's leading diamond company, has donated office furniture worth over 70,000 pula to the Botswana Police Service. The donation is part of the group's ongoing commitment to support local law enforcement agencies. Solofelo Chepete and Sharon Kubiadi.
The senior security manager at DBS, Mr. Mpamo Khodiri, shared that they have maintained a variable relationship with the Botswana Police Service for many years. From the very beginning, the Botswana Police Service has been a devoted security organ, and therefore the DBS Group has shown immense gratitude.
We at the DBS Group is unwavering in its commitment to support initiatives that contribute to the capacity building of the Botswana Police Service, aligning with our broader Building Forever sustainability strategy. That's the DBS. If you look at the DBS strategy, we have what we have, Building Forever sustainability.
As custodians of safety, the Botswana Police Service considers this gesture relevant and timely, taking into account frequent resource challenges, standing up to the government against increasing demands for quality service.
Let me just take this opportunity to express our profound gratitude and delight at receiving some items of furniture and office equipment from the BS Group this afternoon. As custodians of public safety and security, the BPS is proud to uphold the rule of law by way of delivering our mandate.
The Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Solomon Mantsui, says the primary objective by DBS Group in pledging these items will add onto their existing inventory that will assist them to respond to their call on time. Refilo Mutube, Botswana Television, Gaborone.
You're watching BTV News, and thank you for staying with us. Now, transforming the agriculture sector through new innovations remains a critical component for Botswana to be a high-led economy. This has been cited by the National Agriculture Research Development Institute, or NADI, Chief Executive Officer, Professor Julius Ahlopeng, at the inaugural launch of the NADI report in Gaborone. Mujadi Mukibelo.
The first launch of the NADI report emphasizes on the dire need to economic transformation, fostering economic inclusion and knowledge transfer, technology transfer and adoption, as well as utilization of natural and agricultural products, amongst others.
NADI brand, what does it say? It says empowering agriculture, transforming futures. That's what NADI stands for under this vision. Our R&D processes still under this vision is there to yield operational excellence as we improve our research capacity and application of our research agenda. Might I add, this research agenda is from the stakeholders. So it has implemented the UNESCO Open Science Initiative. So we also are, through this vision, delving more and more into digitalization. Not only digitization, but digitalization, meaning it's more at process level.
Furthermore, the report unveils innovative solutions and climate change adaptation for productivity enhancement in the agricultural sector.
For us as an organization, we should understand that this change, this transformation, you can probably call it innovation. It's an ongoing process that needs to be part of our culture. So the change management, when the period and the process is finished, we accept change, because as an organization, that institute at one point was supposed to be innovation. That development means change, it means innovation. It is part of our DNA, part of our culture, in giving our stakeholders the needs-based research, innovative solutions that they sorely need.
NADI remain committed in prioritizing, overseeing and ensuring that there is delivery on some of the key projects or initiatives during the coming years, which include the establishment of a knowledge center, development of an ICT and digitalization strategy, as well as development of a marketing and branding strategy to reach to communities. Mujadi Mukibelo, BTV News, Gaborone.
The Botswana Red Cross Secretary General, Mr. Kutlwane Mukokomani, says the organization has achieved a lot this year following its inclusion of polio vaccination amongst its services. Mr. Mukokomani narrated this during the annual general meeting held in Kang. Neo Mudungwa reports.
Botswana Red Cross Society was established in 1948 and was formally confirmed in 1968. As a humanitarian society, the focal areas is promoting and supporting needs that enhance better life and health.
Mobile rehabilitation service. When which is an enhanced service using impactful advocacy. Our advocacy rates, make sure that the critical social issues are being done.
The Humanitarian Society also prides itself to have taken part in grooming and mentoring the reigning Miss RDP Queen.
Youth empowerment, kala go netefatsa gore banana ra ba empower. Ke go ya khangele gore go dumela gore tshwantse re go ba go botla re itire. Mme re itire la le tlhabolotse. Re tlhabolola ya le tare ba mentorship kana re ba rutuntsha re na le diprogram tse dintsi tsa the youth. Go tla le go ga ba e re se mo la meeting re tshweletse monana wa youth.
Red Cross ene ya ntsa gape ya disa go khosing ya first aid go ileng gore go ne ga diragala gore go ne le di game tsa mabese kwa Vetele Botswana Defense Force Donga ke ne ka ya teng le nna ke a go ithutuntsha ka dira first aid ne ke le medic wa bone a volunteer from Botswana Red Cross ka mmabontlo wa Miss RDP tota ke re Red Cross hela intutile do tse dintsi mo public speaking.
Still on this day, there were presidential elections where Mr. Odirile Itumeleng was re-elected as the president of Botswana Red Cross Society. Now, Modungwa, Botswana Television, Kang.
And this is how we end our news bulletin this hour, and Tato Khosimore is standing by with sport.
Thank you, Khomotsego. This is In Context, a sports update brought to you by Tato Khosimora. Thank you for joining us. Good afternoon. Our top story this afternoon, Botswana Netball Association President Malebo Radikaidin-Khakile says development initiatives such as Re BOTSWANA can play a huge role in producing competitive junior national teams. Radikaidin-Khakile made the remarks at the closing ceremony of the BNSC Re BOTSWANA Clinic, a netball clinic held in Jwaneng. Kamelo Munsusi reports.
The 10-day training camp is part of Botswana National Sports Commission development drive aimed at grassroots level. According to the netball president, the skills and the team dynamics learned at the training clinic will prove valuable as they develop their game.
Our dream is to continue to have this kind of camp at the end of the year. And what we will be doing, as you had explained, we will be selecting talent across all the regions, as you mentioned. And in those regions, at the end of the year, we'll be assembling here to make sure that we pick the talent for the following year.
BOTSWANA continues to support the BNSC grassroots program as part of its mission of shaping the lives of young people through sport.
We aim to establish 4 centers in each region, equipped with 2 coaches per center to cater for the specific age-based categories outlined in the program. The pioneering pilot project commences in Jwaneng, a region that has exhibited exceptional enthusiasm and readiness.
I learned a few things while I was here. I learned the basics of netball, such as landing, catching, and receiving the ball.
The netball clinic, which started on the 8th of this month, comes in handy as school sport is currently facing a rollout challenge, more especially in public schools, which carry the majority of young players.
It is efforts like this one by the Botswana Netball Association to ensure that there is continuous development of talent despite the challenges that are being faced.
Around 62 players drilled at the 10-day training camp came from centers in Maung, Mogodisane and Jwaneng. Kamelo Munsusi, BTV Sport.
Moving on, a thoroughbred horse named Silver Sky from Takatukwani made its presence felt in the 2.400 meters race, leaving spectators screaming with joy over the weekend in Mutokwe. Another thoroughbred, the Brave Warrior from Takatukwani, also on the 1.600 meters race, whereas the Tswana breed Small Boy won the 100 meters race. Now Mudungwa reports.
Silver Sky, owned by Gotlopha Mang Alwane, proved to be a force to be reckoned with the grueling 2,400-meter race. The horse from Lone Stable outpaced horses by Timon Gilibing, being Western Bypass and Secretariat, into 2nd and 3rd respectively.
All the way from Charles Hill, Kesnaho, Lusako Charles Hill. Ipanganyo in a machine because tota the last race, Bizamine overtrained, so I had to give them a rest. Ke ke di tsenye mo formong, and it gone go le thata because how o berekela mo pitseng e leng gore gore e kile ya lapa o tshwana gore gore o leke by all means gore gore o e batele di supplement.
Silver Sky was not done for the day, as it also fared pretty well in 1,400 meters thoroughbred race, ahead of Secretariat and some of approval from Charles Hill.
Yo lusitse ke mora ke ra Sky tlhoboga. A ikite ka thupana. Ka mosolo gone go te o tla fe.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy because total ke nkare ipaakanyo ile ga ke bankanya dipitsame ke ne ka lemoga gore mme ka gore ke pitse ke tshepang, it is going to do it.
In other races, Johnson from Lorolwane won 800 meters grade 2 Tswana category in front of Sox from Kokotsa and France owned by Amos Mutsumi of Lorolwane. The 2023 Horse Race Challenge was organized by Timon Kilibeng of TT Stable in efforts to further develop the sport of horse racing in the Kwenen region. Neo Mudungwa, BTV Sport, Motokwe.
Still with the Motokwe Champions Cup race, the Minister of Environment and Tourism, Ms. Feldakirim, applauded residents of Motokwe and surrounding villages for sticking to what they know best, as this will help them to lure the much-needed sport tourism revenue to the area. Minister Kirim praised the organizers and community leaders for continuing to work on their craft, which has started to bear fruit, as the area is now known for its horse racing events. The 2023 Motokwe Champions Cup race attracted over 70 racing horses from various stables across the region.
La bojana la ba gaetsho re bua ka tsone dilo tse di tshwana letse me ya re ga re bone boetedi dipele bo tsibogile bo bone gore rona mo Motokwe rona mo Kweneng o ka kwano selo se re bona se ka bereka ke mabelo a dipitse mo godimo ga tse dingwe tse di dirang ke re ke la khola gore ga le se le batle go dira tse le di utlwalang go se le di setsa ka kwano. You have chosen a product e le gore le bona gore e ka kgwetsa go hetla ditiro ka kwano ya thusa batho ba ka kwano gore ba bone se ba ka tshelang ka sone mme bile gape le so se re se itumelela ke bona gore le rata dipitse ke bone go khawa ngogola ha re simolodisa the horse race.
Botshelo ba rona ke temo le thuo hela ga re na di big industries tse re ka reng go di ka hira bana ba rona kgotsa di ka dira eng. Temo ke yone e hirang bana, thuo ke yone e hirang bana, mme kana ga re bua ka temo re bua ka thuo re bua ka tsone dipitse. Bua ka tsone dipitse ka o di a ruiwa ene go tlhokomela pitse yone ya lebelo mototege ke reng is very expensive.
It is evident that horse racing form a lot in terms of travel, adventure, and tourism. We've had the Kokotsa horse race event, we have heard the Mascom David. The horse racing market size in the world is sitting at 402 billion, and this amount is expected to increase by 2030 to 793 billion.
That's how we come to the end of In Context, the sports update. Thank you for watching. In Context will continue on the other side. Stay tuned and stay blessed.
Napa.